Hey Epitaph, good morning, buddy. Give me just another minute to finish setting up, and we'll be all set to go here shortly. Hey, Bag, how's it going, man? Think we're just about ready to go and get started. Just gotta switch over to here. Yeah, it's captured now. Here's our truck. We're in Salt Lake City, just around the corner from Ogden where we dropped off. We got a new paint job on it, but it's the same Freightliner. Got the Intermodal division colors on it because I joined the Intermodal division with the VTC, so if I go to like rail stations and freight yards and shit like that and I haul stuff that's in a shipping container, the tracker thingy, I get bonus XP for moving that kind of stuff. Like these car parts right here. Oh, the last time we took that job, we probably won't. And that's like the same road back to fucking Portland, and we just left Astoria last time around and took that same route. See if Ogden has anything. That's just right around the corner from us. Of course, if I wanted to play it smart, what I could do... Do I have a garage nearby? Tucson, Boise... Let's go to Coeur d'Alene. I have a garage there, and I have a container carrying trailer that's meant to hook up those containers. So if I have one of those, it's gonna find me jobs that are compatible with that trailer. So then we know for sure we're gonna have an intermodal division load moving a shipping container around. Yeah. Oh, nope. Come on. Give me. Hang on. Probably a good idea, hit the brake before you shift gear. Let's pull in here. Rest until daytime so we don't have to drive in the dark. Go trailer manager. Yep. 40-foot container trailer in Coeur d'Alene, like I thought. That's gonna move our truck and attach it for us because we're already in the yard, so it's just gonna auto hook it for us. Then we go to the cargo market. And where do we feel like driving to today? They're really short jobs. What's Spokane have? That's like on the other fucking side, of the border, but they're practically touching each other. They're that close. Let's take that packaged food. That sounds like a fun job.
Let's do this.
And go to Colorado. Oh, probably a good idea to, I forgot I set it so it doesn't automatically start. I have to do one click to, turn on the power and stuff, and another click to actually start the engine.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
There you go. Now we have a chassis that's meant to hook up containers, and we're gonna skip across the border to Spokane, and there's a container ready for pickup for us. Hopefully you two are having a good day today, huh?
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Oh, I may not have a license, but I'm actually a pretty decent driver on here, Epitaph. I'm not one to just randomly crash my shit. And I got inch it forward a bit, see if I can see past those trees. Looks good.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
This guy did decide to turn. He should do so after this convertible. Oh, what are you doing? Now I don't have room to go. You go. Trying not to watch this vehicle right here. We don't want to take out some Jeep. Well, that was weird. It lagged randomly and scared the shit out of me. I got that fucking, looks like a Buick ripoff. That's. Oh shit! I'm not in drive. I'm in reverse. Alright. AI's stupid. Sometimes you gotta force it. Let's see if we can thread the needle here and we're clear through our wing mirror. We did not take out the Buick or that other sedan there. Anyway, listen, backyard's gotta be mowed, but hey,
Keep right.
sometimes it's nice to
right.
just sit and hang out inside. Rainy days, perfect excuse to stay inside.
Turn right.
Good on the left. So we can turn onto the freeway here. Oh, they want us to pull in and weigh in empty,
Keep
okay.
left.
We'll just keep it a little bit slower. We're gonna have to slow down a bit as we come into here anyhow.
Okay, let's find a new route.
Let's run our engine brake. No point using our airlines and our real brake. Try not to unnecessarily brake with the pedal if I don't have to on this truck. Be a shame to hit the brakes and run out of air in the line on the freeway. That would suck.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Our Spokane is right here.
Exit right.
Like I said, you know, reduced scale
right,
for the game,
and
so
then
they're
turn
basically
right.
touching to begin with. But when you look at the map, the cities basically do already
Turn
touch, and
right.
they're basically satellite cities of each other. Or I guess Coeur d'Alene would be the satellite city of Spokane, because Spokane is bigger. Uh, like I said, you just gotta cross the border and you're there.
Go straight on.
That's a curb. Starbucks already finished up. A can of Rockstar sitting somewhere, so all the caffeine we need to start a day of trucking. I'm gonna lock the cruise because I'm lazy and I don't want to hold the pedal for a couple of
Go straight
blocks.
on.
I think that's meant more for like the highway or whatever, but I don't care.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
And right here at our right is a
Get ready to turn
train
right.
station. There's the big crane right there that lifts
Turn
containers
right.
onto these kind of trucks. So roll in here and see, I'm a decent driver. I don't crash, and I cleared that curb and I didn't catch the curb with the trailer. I swung it
This is
wide
where it
enough.
ends.
Alright, let's find our job. Where was it going? Rangeley, Colorado. Okay, where you want us? Just right there. That's not too bad. We can pull that off. Bring it in nice and slow. Don't hit any obstacles over here. I wish instead of picking random spots on the yard, it would pull us right up underneath that container crane, though. That would be cool. Alright, we don't have to roll down the window to peek our head, but it makes me feel better. Feels like it's something I'm supposed to do. You can't just tip your head through glass. No, we're not going to skip parking because we're amazing super truckers here who can do anything we want. Oh, we're about to hit the wall. Let's straighten it out a bit now that we're a little bit better lined up. Nice and easy. Got it right where we want it. No need to go fast and mess it up. They are happy with that. And we could have backed it up a little more, but I was basically right in the center of the line there. Alright, let's roll that window up. Shut the engine off. Load our trailer. An hour of time goes by while we wait for them to hook us up.
Drive safe.
And we can wake our truck back up and get ready to go. Have our container all set up. ready for us. Should be clear to swing around past the crane. Not gonna hit any trailers or traffic right here, so that's good.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
I think I've already proven I know what I'm doing. I drove the trailer here and I backed the trailer in, so you're gonna have to creep it forward. Can't see around that wood there. Alright, we're good there. So inch it forward. We're looking like we're no, we got copper right there. Alright, but we're looking good though.
Get ready to turn
Got our
left.
engine brake on, don't need that on.
Turn left.
A little bit wider of a turn than I meant, but we're still golden here. Let's just get this girl up and moving.
Go straight on.
We're gonna need to come into this lane. We have to make a left turn at the freeway so we can head back towards Coeur d'Alene. We're cutting through the back roads of Idaho to make our way into Utah. Then from there we cut through Salt Lake, go down to I think Price, take a state road into Colorado, and we're there. No, that's not our turn. We want the next.
Go straight on.
Oh, we're not gonna make that. Yeah, we want the next set of lights. That's our freeway entrance right there.
Keep left and then turn left. Turn left.
Hopefully while this trailer was loading up, you guys walked around the corner and you got your snacks and your water bottles and you're all buckled up for a long drive now, right? 'Cause this one's going to take us a little bit to do. Good to hear, man. It's probably an hour and a half or so of driving, so sit back, get buckled in, and listen to the sound of the wind for an hour and a half. 'Cause I don't think whoever owns the rights to the music are gonna be happy if I like turn on the in-game radio streaming. Oh no, we need that exit.
Keep right, and then exit right.
We're not going farther than here. We need to go into Coeur d'Alene to turn south.
Exit right. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
He's not moving, and we can right on red, so we're just gonna cut in front of him.
Go straight on.
I really like driving through Coeur d'Alene. That car fucking popped out of existence right in front of us. Oh no, there is no in-game music, but if you press the R hotkey, it pulls up your favorite real like web radio streaming that you pick. So like when you're driving on your own time, you can like actually listen to the radio. Oh, there's a little bit of a lag right there.
Keep right,
Interesting.
and then exit right.
That's a shame we're just skirting around the outskirts
Exit
of Coeur
right.
d'Alene, because there's a reason my
Get
garage
ready to
is
turn right.
in this particular city, and this is where my quote-unquote headquarters is, because I really like
Turn
driving
right.
through here. I also really like SCS's attention to detail with their world design. Like, this is Coeur d'Alene's actual lake. This bridge is here. Right here off to our left is a little harbor that they have like boat launches and shit. You can get jobs from there, and we're gonna follow the shore of the lake on a road that's actually on a map if you look at it. Like, oh, I'm going like 10 over. I need to. Oh
Go
no,
straight on.
no. Our route advisor says we're in a 45 now. It just updated. I knew we could go faster down this road once you got so far. I just wasn't thinking about it. They know reduced scale, so for every like 20 awesome things they see, they have to pick one really awesome. Like, you feel like you're in the area. And this little strip of road here's definitely it. Like, this road's actually there. It basically looks like the satellite images. It's pretty nice. Also at half a tank. I should have fueled up in Spokane when I was near that gas station. Actually, I think there's one a little further down the road when we get to Lewiston, so we can fuel up in Lewiston and shouldn't have to worry about gas for the remainder of the trip. Let's give it some of that brake. We're starting to get a little faster than I'd like for this section. we can honk honk, by the way, Epitaph. I just thought about it. We have a normal horn too, but we have an air horn that sounds like a fucking train. Yeah. It's just there to make you feel better that you can do an air horn, but it makes me happy, and that's what matters.
Go straight on.
I like my air horn. I should remap my normal horn on the regular horn button that I put on my wheel. I should remap that to the air horn so I can just. But instead, it's more like a train, just like that. Gotta be blind and deaf to not see this big ass girl coming through here. Nice little incline here, but we're still doing good, it looks like. Yeah, I'm not saying this jokingly. 10 out of 10, this is one of my favorite games. I mean, it's such a stupid, simple concept. You just drive a truck and you stick to the road laws, but their attention to detail, it makes it so fun and amazing to actually do it. So, I'm saying this seriously. 10 out of 10. This is one of my favorite games. Got 490 something hours on it. It's my most played game on Steam. By a long shot, by the way. I think my next highest play game is in the 200 or 300s, and I'm like 2 or 3 hours away from hitting 5 on this one. I hope they tag us and we have to weigh in here, because it would be nice to have an excuse to pull over and look at this nice cliff face view looking down into Lewiston. And yes, they're pulling us in.
Recomputing.
Alright, he's pulling off the scale. We can go now. £59,763 of freight. Well, not just freight, that's our gross. That's trailer, truck, half a tank of fuel. Look at that view. I love this view right here, guys. That is amazing. Oh, I'm worried I'm blocking traffic though. Yeah, that guy's waiting to get off the scale too. No, these are all AI. There's the Truckers MP mod, which adds multiplayer, but they haven't figured out how to synchronize traffic for AI. But you can have like hundreds and hundreds and like 1,000 or so on the bigger servers of human drivers hauling freight around. And actually, it's an experimental build that they're publicly letting people try out. But SCS Software, the developer of the game, are trying to figure out their own multiplayer mod, and trade-off is you can only have like 8 players from my understanding hauling cargo, so you and a couple of friends in a private session. But they did figure out how to synchronize traffic. But this is just single player.
Keep
I'm
left
the only
and then
human here
exit
right
left.
now. All these other guys are AI controlled. We need to
Exit left.
go this way. And around the bend here, there should be a fuel station. No, I drive too intelligently to be AI. Like, like the AI in this game makes some of the stupidest drivers in our county look like competent drivers. And I think our county's got a lot of stupid drivers here. So, I definitely drive way too smart to be AI. Besides, I'm right here. I'm not just a ghostly voice over the screen. I'm like physically right here with a wheel, with a shifter right here just under the frame. This is our fuel turn right here that I was waiting for.
Rerouting.
I really hate how sharp that turn is.
When possible, make a U finding a new route.
Shut up. I know where we're going. I have the route in mind.
Make a U-turn.
Shut up.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Yeah, the route that's gonna
Please,
agree that I
make
want
a
to get.
U-turn
Shut up.
when possible.
See, you cannot leave to get fuel, or she gets pissed off at you. Alright, full tank. Inside of the gas station. We got an energy drink while we're parked up here, so crack this puppy open and have a quick sip before we get driving. Our way out is right here by the looks of it.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Nope, we're turning left. We gotta make it to the right. Nobody on the road right now. Oh, we scaled in on the other side of the fucking town, though. Alright. They're tagging us on both sides of Lewiston. Guess stopping for fuel changes your
Let's
weight
find a
too
new
much.
route.
I don't know. I guess it did make a difference. We gained like a lot of weight in fuel. We were like, what was it, like 69 something, I think. Topped off our 300-pound tanks. Nope, quit stuttering. Maybe I should explore dropping the settings a little bit while I'm streaming. It only does
Keep
that while
right.
I'm streaming. Now for the longest but prettiest part of the trip. Low speed back road traveling through Idaho. Yeah, check our speed. We're coming up on Grangeville now, and they're gonna chop our speed down to a city speed here anytime now. Just coasted in, let it drop to 45. It's looking like they're gonna make us be. It drops down lower than that at some point here too. Yeah, here's our 35. So coasted down.
Go straight on.
Give it a little engine brake to help us out, because that's a hard 90 turn right there. I'll slow down for that, definitely. And we should be good to speed up from here. We're leaving the small little town now. So signs say we should probably do about 50 around this turn, so we'll just hold what we got. Slow and and steady wins the race. I get penalized if I fuck up the cargo too badly, so we definitely don't want to lose income on a nice paying job because the stuff in our container got damaged. Hey, another Freightliner. Login trailer on that one. Steep grade coming up. Slow it down, coast it a bit, keep our speed in check as we approach this turn. We're coasting downhill and we're just holding a steady 43 in this section, so we'll take it. There's our Jake brake here, and keep our speed looking good, taking these turns nice and smoothly. Nice little overlook into that valley over there. Told you you guys would have a blast watching me. You get to watch me gently roll a fucking truck through some mountains. It's probably the most thrilling thing you've ever seen. In awesome me news, I bought Mountain Blade Bannerlord, so I'm gonna play that on my own time, solo, just to get the gist of how the new mechanics and everything work. And I think I'm interested in streaming that because I've loved Warband since it came out like 10 years ago, and I've played the fuck out of that. So this one's set a couple hundred years before the decline of the really big Coloradic Empire, so they've like majorly expanded the size of the map into new regions. There are like a bunch of different factions that have been created following the split of the empire. And it's like Warband. You're a guy in charge of an army in the middle of war, but it's like a big civil war between like an assload of factions over a really large territory that comprises the crumbling apart empire of Colradia. So
Go straight on.
that should be fun to do. Hang on one moment. I have my AC on because it's gonna be kind of warm today, and it's already getting kind of warm upstairs in my room, but now it's getting cold in my room. So we're just gonna let our room be whatever the ambient temperature here is for now. And if it gets hot a little later on, we'll turn it back on. But for now, it's getting kind of chilly, and I don't feel like finding a hoodie. warm and rainy, that would
Get
suck.
ready to turn left.
Like, don't get me wrong, I hate the heat, but I would much rather deal with dry heat than humid heat.
Turn left.
Not that there's any escaping humid heat here. Like, we're not on the ocean or anything, but I live right smack in the middle of the fucking thumb of Michigan, so Lake Huron is like 15, 20 miles away on 3 different sides. So it's not like too terrible because we're like 20 miles away or so. But we're still surrounded on 3 sides by water because it's a little peninsula. Definitely more tolerable than Texas still because it may be a humid heat, but it's still less of a heat than in the middle of central Texas. And like dry heat's generally better, but that dry heat is so far up there that it's just not comfortable. Oh, this is 25. We're chop our speed down quite a bit. Hopefully there are no cars parked up on the corner like there sometimes are, because this is a pretty narrow space to turn a trailer. Hard 90-degree turn like this. I got caution the pickup and the Jeep right
Go
there.
straight on.
Alright, there we go. Couldn't have done it any better myself. Slow it down a bit. We're approaching 30 here. We're
Keep right.
still in our
continue straight
25 zone. And
Go
there's
straight on.
our sign. We can start to speed her up a little bit. Our headlights on. It's coming up on 6:30, so here within an hour in game, they're gonna start fining me if I don't have lights on because we're getting towards sunset coming up soon. Oh, lovely, and we have a little bit of rain to accompany us. There we go, windows are up, not that it matters, but for realism's sake. Not gonna have my windows down in the rain. And you get to listen to the nice gentle sound of rain hitting the roof of my Cascadia. Swing a little wide. I was worried about the concrete wall here to the bridge. 25 hours to do. Ooh, shit. That's me looking at the fucking shit in the middle of a turn, figuring out, distance and driving time and how long till the job expires while I'm making a turn instead of on a straight like I should have done. I think we just scuffed the paint on the truck though. We didn't scuff the paint on the container or anything. Way station they want us to pop in at over here, so we gotta scale again. Stop the scale and activate the icon to submit to an inspection.
Finding
We
a
know the
new route.
drill.
Reroute. Recomputing. Reroute.
Greyhound coming. Nope, that Greyhound wants to hold up traffic to let us through. Thanks, guy. Dick move blocking traffic when I could have waited, and I'm sure they have places to be behind you, but thank you. Probably gonna rest up on the interstate outside of Boise now that the sun's going down, and we'll be at it early in the morning to have our load finished by the end of tomorrow. Sounds like a good plan for me.
Keep right, and then continue straight on. Go straight on.
And this would be Boise coming up, if I'm not mistaken. We'll just hold this left lane through town so we're in the right lane to make
Go
our
straight
left
on.
at the interstate when we get there. Oh, shit. Couldn't lean on the brake hard enough. We got the fine already, so we'll just fucking blow the light. And they've already fined us for blowing the light, so whatever.
Go straight on. Go straight on. Go straight on.
Oh, this is probably a warm rain right here in the center display where it shows my digital speed. It says 81 just to the bottom left of the display. And that just changes throughout the day for effect. Like the road temperature doesn't really matter outside. Oh, we gotta be in the right lane for a little loop around thingy, not the left lane for a T intersection. But still, if they're gonna pretend it's 81 outside, that's probably quite a warm fucking rain out there. Hot, rainy, steaming hot pavement from a whole day of the sun being out. That's not gonna be comfortable.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
And we're out of the slow bit, now we're on the interstate. We can do highway driving for most of the way into Colorado. Actually, right here next exit, you can see, well, actually, you can't see it. My camera's just in the way, but if you look right there in the right corner, that's the gas station that I was going to stop at. There's truck parking there, so we can pull up and sleep in the cab until morning. We take off during the early
Finding a
morning of
new
the
route.
next day and have our cargo delivered
Keep
by
left.
evening
Never mind.
tomorrow.
I'll find a new route. When possible, make a U-turn.
Nope.
Okay, let's find a new route.
Truck entry right here.
Make a U-turn.
Don't need to worry about gas, so we'll just drive right through. And we'll pull in nice and gently into this parking spot right here. Set a parking brake. Don't need the lights on, draining battery. Still nice and rainy in the morning. Alright, I ain't scared of a little rain. Let's get this baby warmed up. Get the air up in our lines a bit. I don't think I have realistic air brakes on, but just in case. Oh yeah, it's a very immersive game. Especially if you have a wheel. I mean, you can mouse and keyboard it. It's also got full controller support, so you can drive with an Xbox controller if that's all you had. You didn't have, $400 to splash on a
Finding a
wheel
new
like I
route.
did after I got my taxes. But, all these settings, nice big monitor, almost maxed out graphics. I did drop a couple of things
Keep right,
before streaming because
turn
I
right.
knew it would stutter like it still is right now. But max
Turn right.
graphics, nice wheel. It's a very fun and immersive game. That's why I like playing it so much and why it's a game I've played so much.
Keep left.
Yeah, it really is. I love it. Like I was saying earlier, that's why it's my most played game on Steam. It's such a simple concept, you just drive a truck, follow the road laws. But every detail about it is like really thought out and well done and immersive. So it's actually a fun experience to, have a wheel or even just an Xbox controller. Just don't mouse and keyboard it or you end up turning like this. That's me tapping the arrow pads to turn. Oh yeah, it is. It's a 1/20th scale, so or something like that. So it's like a lot shorter than actual. These are the states that they've done so far. Most of these are DLC. You start off with California, Nevada, and Arizona. The rest were DLC that I've gotten everyone since it came out. Up next they have Wyoming. I think this is Wyoming. Yeah, that's Montana. So up next is Wyoming, and after that they'll be doing Texas, and they're slowly expanding the map. But it's pretty accurate. They send teams out to like drive up and down the roads. They get pictures of like interesting stuff in the towns. So like since it's a reduced scale, it's not like a 100% satellite accurate image of the town. They have to like, all right, we're not going to put in like all these residential roads. There's no business a truck would be going on because that's too much space. But the roads they do put on are accurate and it really gives a good vibe of the town and you feel like you're in there. Yeah, it's pretty fun. The DLC I think are like it's like $15 a state or something, but it's on sale all the time and you're starting off with these three, so even at $15 a piece, there's so many roads to go through and drive and cities to explore. Like, I don't want to reroute way out there. And even at $15 a piece, hell, even if you just get the base game, those three states, you can spend a good 100+ hours for $20 just doing these three states right here that you start with. So, if you're into this kind of game, yeah, yes, it's an accurate
Okay, here we go.
representation and it's definitely worth the money to give it a go to. Like one of my favorite views to go to is I used to have a garage in Seattle on a different save and I loved going out to the freight terminal there for like the boats, pick up shipping containers like this and you can look across the harbor and you can see the Seattle skyline, the Space Needle and shit like that. If you drive through the right part of Los Angeles, you got like the Hollywood sign and shit like that. Coeur d'Alene, like I mentioned, that lake is actually there. That road bending around it is like actually there. Oh, that's the wrong button. That's my lights. I should probably keep the lights on. It's still pretty early, but we don't need the wipers anymore. Yeah, 1/20 scale, so like I mentioned earlier, for every like 20 really awesome things they find, they gotta pick like one really awesome thing that represents the area best. But the roads themselves are accurate. Mileage on the odometer and all that, that's accurate, despite the fact that for every like mile of actual driving down this road, I've actually done 20 in game, but it's awesome. If you like simulators, I'd say check it out. Or Euro Truck Simulator 2 by the same company if you're into that. Like Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator. Like under the hood it's like exactly the same. It's just different trucks, different maps, different regions, but they like update major features at the same time for both games. So developmentally they're like on par with each other, and it basically amounts to, do you want to drive in Europe, or are you an American like me and you want to drive America? Don't get me wrong, I like driving in Europe, but I never could get used to cab overs, and I'm definitely a drive in America kind of guy. I can't wait till they release Texas, though. I'm excited to drive there. One, 'cause it's such a big fucking state, and two, I grew up in Texas, so I live in Michigan now, but I grew up in Texas, so like all this West Coast driving's cool, but I can't wait to drive down highways into cities that even if I haven't been there, I at least recognize the city, you know? Speed limit's at 70, but we're gonna have to cruise control it at 65. There's a setting in game called Enable Truck Limiter, which caps you out at 65, like if you were doing the online World of Truck contracts. And I have that on anyway because a lot of company trucks have a governor in them, so they can't go beyond a certain speed, usually marked somewhere in the 60s anyway. So I figured if we're gonna have the virtual trucking company skin and we're gonna pretend we're a company driver, let's govern the truck for the hell of it, because it's a fleet truck. It's not. It looks like a fleet truck. It's not my truck, right? So it says we can do 70 on the freeway, but 65 is the best we can do because we're capped out now. And we can coast downhill faster than that, but I've got my foot on the gas and I can't go any faster than 65 on my own power. It's like coming up here, we have our turn towards Ogden on this southbound
Keep right,
interstate.
and then exit right.
So we do not set off our cruise control and coast in
Exit
a little
right.
bit. Let our speed drop as we make this turn. Give it some of that engine brake. Slow it down some more. They're probably going to scale us before we go into Utah. Yep, like I thought, they're scaling us. It's almost 9 o'clock, so we can turn off. You get $1,000 fine. Nothing else happens, just get fined. Since I've got the money and I don't care, watch this, I'm gonna drive right past, and as soon as it realizes I can't turn and get the fine. Yeah, watch this, I'm gonna drive past, the sensor up at the edge of the scale is gonna realize, oh shit, he drove past, and it's gonna say you got fined. Actually, you're not gonna even see it because the camera's right there in the way. But we're just gonna drive past it, it should do it any time now. Yeah, there we go. It says failed to stop at way station, minus $700 from my bank balance. I got fined for failing to follow a DOT regulation and having my truck scaled in when I was prompted to, so that's it. That's the worst that happens. You get a $700 fine. For obviously for immersion and doing the right thing. Even though I have $500,000, I'm not gonna like eat that cost. Even though it's nothing, I'm still gonna stop at the scale. Yeah, bad employee. I did that for demonstration purposes, though. We'll merge over in front of this guy. But yeah, that's what happens. There are fines for speeding, fines for, not having your headlights on in a storm or like a really, really heavy, like thunderstorm or after dark, like specific hours after dark. Can't see, you gotta have your headlights on. Speeding, crashing your vehicle into other cars. I mean, if I hit that fucking sign and it's just me hitting the sign, I just damaged the truck. But if you hit a car, you get fined for that. I said it's a pretty realistic game. Exactly, here's what you shouldn't do. You shouldn't go past the way station when the DOT tells you, hey, pull over and let us scale your shit and make sure you're legal. Oh, you can also get fined if you don't rest and you drive too long because truckers can only legally drive so many hours. It's a game, and when I'm streaming, I just want to drive, so I turned off fatigue simulation so I could drive straight through the night if I chose to. But I don't want to stop and rest when I'm streaming, that just takes away from the experience if I just want to drive the truck. But if you have fatigue simulation on, and it's prompting you, hey, go sleep, go sleep, go sleep, and you keep driving, you get a pretty hefty fine for breaking that law and not resting as a commercial driver like you should. But like I said, that one doesn't apply to me because I turned off fatigue simulation so I can just drive. But when I'm sleeping, it's because I want to drive in the day. I get to look at the scenery, and it's more interesting for you watching to see what I'm looking at and not see, the dim lights of the dashboard and the yeah. I believe it's 11 hours of driving, but you can be on duty for 14 hours, but you can only be driving under load for 11. The other 3 hours is so you can say you're working if you're doing like paperwork or you're at a dock waiting to be loaded or shit like that, if I understand right. Like, that's like one shortfall to the game is it doesn't say 11 hours driving, 3 hours on duty. It says that whole 14 hours is driving time because you don't have to worry about paperwork. You don't have to worry about time lost sitting on the dock. It's in-game 14 hours of driving time before you have to rest. So that's like one like difference just because of game mechanics and it being a video game, but yeah, it's like 11 hours of driving and 3 hours for miscellaneous on-duty stuff. Yeah, not a problem. If you don't check back in at this drive, we are going at it at 2 o'clock Eastern time again. So we can meet up with Viva Trucking on Truckers MP and do our convoy together. So if you don't catch this one by the time we take a break around 12, 12:30 for lunch and whatever, we will be back at it a couple minutes before 2 to meet up and depart half an hour later with Viva Trucking.
Keep left.
Alright, that one's flashing green on our pop-up, so we can do that. Used to drive. Gotcha, Uber's no more than 10 hours. Sorry about catching the shoulder like that. I was trying to read 4 lines of text while driving.
Keep left.
There's a reason they say hands on the wheel, don't text and drive, like that little ticker board we just went under. Really affects your ability to drive, to be reading messages and driving. And here's Ogden right here on our right, Salt Lake City coming up. This is where we started off at with the truck an hour and 20 minutes ago when we painted it before we picked up our trailer in Coeur d'Alene. We're going to drive down to, I think, Price, if I'm not mistaken, is where they're going to turn us east through the mountains to enter Colorado. And Rangeley's not far across the border from there. A little bit of a stutter. It's trying to load in all these buildings around Salt Lake City.
Keep left.
Yeah, like I was saying, 120 scale, so not all the roads are filled out. So like they put like the right shape, size buildings, like you would see going down the highway. But that stuff off to our left, there aren't any. There's no reason for us to be driving over there, so those roads aren't mapped out. But they have all the buildings there, so as you drive through Salt Lake City, you get the vibe of you're in Salt Lake City. Like that's what the buildings
Keep right,
look like,
and then exit right.
like you're driving to Denver, there's this big like factory that
Exit right.
right next to the frontage road for the highway that looks just like an actual factory right on the frontage road to the highway. We can't go to that factory for loads or anything, but it's there because it's there, and it's like you drive down that highway, you're gonna see that big ass fucking factory. There's no getting around it. So like I said, they are pretty detailed about this game. Hold this lane. They're cutting us down from a 4-lane to a 2-lane as we go eastbound on 80. What I'm interested in is with this reduced scale of America. I want to know when they get to releasing Texas, what they're going to do with the Katy Freeway just west of Houston. Like, I read and I looked at pictures, that's like 26 lanes wide at the widest part because that particular chunk of the freeway is so congested. So kind of curious how they're going to represent something as massive as the Katy Freeway on the reduced scale of American Truck Simulator. That will be interesting to look at.
Keep right, and then exit right.
And it's the Katy Freeway. It's like right outside Houston. And it's that big and
Exit
crazy
right.
as far as the freeway goes. It almost has to be in the game.
Go straight on.
Right, here we go. This is where we turn off and we start going down. Yeah, we're clear. I really should have cleared that before I committed to the turn. Don't need our blinker on. us a decent grade here so we can let off the gas and coast, and we're still creeping up closer to our speed. We're like foot off the gas, we're just coasting downhill right now. And we're still 10 under the speed limit, so the signs are even saying we should do about 55 around here to do it safely, so let's coast. If we need a little bit of engine brake to moderate our speed, we can do that, but we're not going to get on the gas and let our truck lose control on us on this incline. And we got 40 coming up here, so we'll have to hit our brake a bit, slow it down so we can enter Vernal here. No, this isn't Vernal, this is some random small ass town, but Vernal should be just down the road actually. Oh, slow it down, don't rear end a convertible.
Go straight on.
Up it's a yellow, but we're through it already anyway. Yeah, I gotta play with the brakes a bit. Like, I've never been in a real truck. I don't know how well they brake, but now you set on the brakes, this thing stops really. Seems like this thing stops really fucking easy. If anything, I should like hit the sensitivity down a little bit, make the brakes a little less responsive. Yeah, basically, it does stop instantly. Now let's experiment with that real fast. Let's go options, gameplay. Braking intensity's middle of the range. Let's drop it down to about a quarter, maybe a third, and we'll see how that goes. Let's see. For advanced trailer coupling on. Well, we do have air brake simulation on, so good thing I use the engine brake and not the pedal brake if I don't have to, because we do have air brake simulation on. Just doing this weird little stuttery thing. Yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with trucks and how the brakes work compared to a car, but you know how a normal car, the default state for the brakes is it wants to be off. You have to hit the pedal to apply the brake. If there's no air in the line, a semi's default state for the brakes is it wants to be on the brakes. The air keeps the pressure up so it's not braking. I guess so you don't have like a runaway truck or something, so if you don't have any brakes in the airlines, that would be the right side of my dash, bottom left is the air pressure in the lines. So if you pump on the actual pedal brake enough that you run that down too low, the vehicle stops because there's no air in the line, so you have to just idle the engine or gently rev it while you're parked to get the air back in the lines to get moving again, so you don't have a runaway fucking truck. So because I don't want to pump the brakes so much that I'm stuck on the road, safer to use the engine brake and slow it down by releasing pressure in the engine than by pumping on the brakes unnecessarily unless I'm like low speed in town or something. Because like I said, if I run out of air in the brakes and there's nothing keeping the brake from being applied, the brake is going to want to, yeah, the engine brake is good for keeping it from running away on hills too. That that sound right there, that's me hitting the engine brake. You might have noticed the little light on the dashboard. Hey, your engine brake is on.
Keep right.
Come here. Let's come here. Cut that turn way too fucking tightly. Oh shit. What did I hit? Did I really do that much damage sideswiping the curb? I guess I did. But yeah, if I'm pumping on my brakes, you see that right side bottom left needle goes down. Now it's beeping because it's like, hey, your air's low. Now that I pumped it empty, the red parking brake light came on, so I have to, see it says low air pressure, wait with the engine running, so I can let it sit and idle. Or while it's parked up like this, I'll just like hold my foot on the brake in case the air comes off. Now I just gently rev the engine and let the air come back. Probably. He's probably wondering what's this guy doing, pulling over and just idling his engine like this. It's just another nice little touch if you turn on all the nice realistic settings that makes you have to worry about while you're driving. Come on, refill my airline. That's getting annoying. Getting tired of that beeping already. It's slowly going. We're at like a quarter of a fucking... I was gonna say quarter of a tank, but that's our airline. I don't know what you saw there. We've got like a quarter of our gauge filled up now. No, I couldn't be a real trucker. I mean, I like playing this game because I'm in my room, you know, but I don't even like being in the fucking car. I feel too cramped and claustrophobic. That's why I walk to work where possible. So I would go crazy. Alright, we've got enough air. It's letting us disengage our parking brake now. That's why your engine brake is useful and why you don't pump on your pedal brake unnecessarily a lot, because well, that's a high fucking curb. I can't believe I'm hitting that and I'm not like popping over it or something.
Get ready to turn left.
Oh, well, that's like wheel height, so I damaged my trailer
Turn left.
and I damaged my truck when I caught that curb for that damage that popped up earlier before I killed my brakes. So cargo's not damaged, it's just cost to my own equipment that I have to eat. But that was like small amount of damage. That wasn't even that bad. It's not going to be expensive to fix that. And since it wasn't even a whole lot of damage, I'm just gonna not even repair it. Wait, how damaged did that get? 4% and 2%, whatever. That thing probably picked up 2% of wear just driving all this distance, maybe even 3, because things do just wear out from being used over time, so you gotta, like such a small amount of damage, I'm just gonna skip it and say when I do the routine maintenance, I'll get that fixed up. Coast it down nice and easy. Foot off the gas. We'll let gravity do the work for us. Actually, maybe a little bit of gas. We're actually really slowly losing speed. We're not holding our speed. Hang on, we gotta be doing way slower than we are right here. Yeah, I was like full on the brake and I coasted a lot farther.
Go straight on.
I mean, it applied the brake pretty fast then because I was there really low speed. I was only doing like 10 or 15 when I did that, so it wasn't that bad, but I definitely feel there's going to be a bit more response time to the brake now that it's reduced a bit. Whether it's a realistic amount of braking distance or not, I don't know, because again, I've never been in a real truck driving it because I don't even have a license. But it's not stopping like a fucking like car, you know, hit the brake and then like instant stop on you. Oh. I got 45 here, so we can creep the speed up just a little bit.
Go straight on.
Look at that view right there just in front of us, looking out those mountains. Oh, this really is a nice game to look at, man. I mean, no, video output doesn't really do it the same justice as actually looking at it in the game, as you know. I mean, you've played games and seen games streamed yourself. It doesn't really do it justice, but when you're playing the game, it's really nice. That's an incline to go up right here. Yeah, we're good. We had enough speed. We'll
Keep right.
give it some engine brake. Hold our speed steady, about, give or take about where the speed limit is. Bring it down a little bit more. Oh yeah, it took us a little bit more to stop for sure. Caffeine, nicotine, we're all set. Got everything I need for today. An energy drink, a bottle of Mountain Dew, this thing. I can drive my truck all day if I wanted. Well, almost all day. I am gonna install and try out Mountain Blade Bannerlord like I was talking about getting earlier. So I am gonna play that on my own time to check it out later. Consider if it's something I want to stream perhaps down the road. Quick time check, 11 o'clock. Probably find a shorter
Go
job
straight on.
after we get to Rangeley, like something within Colorado, do a shorter job. Alright, discovered Vernal. First time we've been through this particular town. Oh, that dropped quickly to a 35. We gotta slow the fuck down.
Go straight on.
It'll probably go for about another hour or so, and then we're gonna take a break until we do our convoy later on.
Go straight on.
Alright, been trying to hold it, but I really gotta use the restroom, so we're gonna take 5, and I'll be back. I'll be back in a moment. Alrighty, I'm back, ready to finish the drive. That's the wrong thing. Let's get back here. Oh, there's our green. How much farther we got? 38 miles, so we're like... Yeah, we're right there. Next town is our drop-off point. Almost there. I'll lock cruise control at 55. That's what our speed limit's looking like for this particular road. Here's our Welcome to Colorful Colorado sign, so we're officially out of Utah.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right, and then continue straight on. Go straight on. Get ready to turn right.
There's our Welcome to Rangeley sign over here.
Turn right.
This is where we're going to want to turn in to get to our drop-off point.
When possible, make a U-turn.
Nope, shut up. We're where we have to be. I'm not listening
Here
to
we
you.
are, safe and sound.
I think I've been here before. I think they're going to want us to come forward and to the left, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I am mistaken. Oh, nope, here are little parking spots right here. They want to unload us right here. This is awesome. We just got to pull in straight, nice and easy. Bring it up to the wall, make this as straight as possible. Turn down the window even though it doesn't matter. And it's nice and easy. Back it up and center it on the lines. Bring it around this way. I'm not gonna be happy with that. We're gonna straighten it out and do a little bit better than that. Are we looking relative to the markers? Oh, we're a little off. It's not quite as close to the wall as I thought it was. This way. Start to ease it in this direction. Cut it a little harder. Trailer should be a little better lined up here. Accidentally clicked on the number pad on my wheel for the engine brake and brought us to a fucking halt. Let's do it like this. I can't really see the lines here. I'm kind of just guessing where we're at. Oh, we're still crooked as a motherfucker. Oh. No, if they're happy with it, I'm happy with it. They can put their container wherever they want. There we go, job done. Let's look at the map, see where we're at right now. Any cargo in Rangeley that we can take anywhere. Carlsbad's a little bit of a hike. Something a little bit more local would be ideal. Oh, here we can take this into Denver. Take a construction house from a chemical facility where they got it and they want it at a rail yard. I guess to send it somewhere else in the country. We can do that job, no problem.
Ready to roll.
Looking at the map, it looks like there's a little bit of a gap here, so we can probably... No, that's got a barrier there. We couldn't make that work. How are we gonna turn this thing around? What are we looking like? We'll have to back it up this way. We're gonna straighten it out here. Turn around. Oh, that's not the way I wanted the wheel to go. Let's bring it back forward for a reset. Cut it like this. Bring it back towards where we dropped it, and I think we're gonna have to back it up until we're in the parking lot over here. That should work out for us, and then we can pull right out. This is the bit where I show off how bad I am at backing things out. Oh, the other way. We don't want it going that way. Oh, might have fucked us. It might have gotten us stuck. Now we just got to do another reset. Cut it a little bit harder. Cut it all the way this way. Just keep an eye on where that wall is going to be. Shift to some drive, thank you. Bring this into reverse. I just got to get it straight again and bring it straight back into the parking lot. The guy with the forklift probably thinks we're an incompetent idiot. Yeah, if we get the trailer into that corner, we'll be able to pull it right out. Bring it this way. Straighten it out just a little bit better. We should be able to just turn and go out this way now. After making that way more fucking difficult than I had to. But we got out in the end. I mean, I haven't backed a trailer in quite a while. This is the second time in like 4 months, 5 months that I've played the game, so.
Turn left.
Just a little rusty. Looks like the AI had a
Turn
crash
left.
with another one and now they're acting stupid. Probably cannot swing this turn. That's probably a tall ask even if we hit the grass. No, if we take the grass, we can make that turn. But because the AI is dumb and they're having a little traffic accident, we have to take the turn.
Turn left.
But you gotta love force feedback wheels. It's rattling me all over the place right now. I'll just slow the speed down a little bit, make it a little easier on the truck and on the wheel.
arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Alright, where is our construction house? There it is. Not familiar with this yard where they want us to park. Do I want to go this way or is this the wrong way? Oh, they want us to back it in right here. This should be fun. It's gonna be a blind side. And we have to caution that we have a car right here too. I can't even see where I'm backing into. Oh. This is gonna be kind of tricky parking job. We don't hit the car, don't hit the car. What we're going to do is we're gonna miss our spot on purpose so that we can use the space around us to flip around, and we're gonna make this a near side. Oh, that car's fine. We didn't hit the car. But what we're gonna do is use the space over here so we can turn around. Now that we know where we're parking, I want to make this near side and not a blind side, because then I can swing my head out the window to better see where we're going. So we'll just swing over here, window down, even though it doesn't matter because I want to do it. And now, instead of looking at our far side mirror, we can swing our head like this and we can watch the trailer back into its slot, and that'll be significantly easier for us to do. So, hook it a little bit more like that. Back with this. Straighten out. Probably a little too far. That should be fine, actually. Should have the room we... Oh, nope, we brushed ourselves up against that rail, so... Whatever, we're basically here. We just have to straighten out and back it in from a straight position, and now we're in our slot. A little off center, but it's gonna be fine. This is a really tight spot they want us in, so if they're happy with it, I'll be happy with it. Alright, good. Parking brake on, stop the engine. Turn the electric on so we can roll the window up like I was doing. Let's load up our cargo.
Drive safe.
Probably a good idea to shut off that parking brake it turned on, or we're not going anywhere. And this is our little construction house that we're moving. Does this thing even have a door? Oh yeah, the door's right there. Conveniently sized to fit on a 40-foot container trailer and be latched down. So we're going to take this thing from Rangeley into Denver to a rail freight yard. And I assume they're going to put it on a train and send it somewhere else in the country. Oops, that was the wrong button. I was trying to turn my head, not switch the camera up. Shouldn't be that long of a drive either, I don't think. About 7 hours, but since we don't have fatigue simulation on, it knows, hey, we don't have to rest, so they want it done without a break because it's a job that can be done within a normal driving day. So I hate night driving, but this has to be a night drive or the load's going to be late. So we get to do a night drive into Denver. Local time, as you can see on our clock just beside the GPS, it's 7:41 p.m. So it's gonna be dark anytime now. Clear to make our turn.
Go straight on.
Cruise control set for the road speed because I'm lazy and I don't want to hold the pedal. I hope we get to take the highway. I hope we get to take. Oh yeah, we come through Grand Junction. We're going through a valley, this section of the 70, between two mountains with a river, like from Grand Junction up to about this interchange here. This is the most beautiful section of highway I've ever seen on this game. So once we get to Grand Junction, this is going to be my favorite part of the drive right here.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Although it's a pity we're going to be doing it in the dark, so you're not going to get to experience it this drive. But during the day, that's a sight to see going between these two really fucking high mountains in a valley like that. Swerve around the traffic stop. Don't wanna. I assume the local cops are gonna frown on me running down a police officer with a fucking semi. Actually, I accidentally clipped one of them before. That's actually a hard static object and it's gonna flip our truck over if we hit it fast enough. Like, that guy's not gonna splatter. We're gonna splatter and he'll still be standing there because those random roadside events are hard static objects to hit. And I'm speaking from experience here. Let's drop our cruise control down to 55. Yeah, I accidentally cut too close to a cop with a super wide load one time on one of those roadside random events of somebody being pulled over. And I found out that cop is actually a hard static object, so the way he clipped into my trailer, my whole fucking load went sideways and it spazzed out and gave me like 90% damage to everything. So I took a massive penalty to my cargo being that damaged. So if there's room to do it, I try and swerve around the cops like I did just then when I swerved kind of wide and took half the other lane.
Go
Give
straight
give
on.
him plenty of room because it's not going to end well if I hit that cop. Alright, this is going to be a really slow speed, 25. We have to descend steep down a mountain, so we have to take this nice and easy. Made it a little too far to actually damage a load. Oh yeah, fucking Super Trooper over here, that fucking gendarme or however you say the French cops. This is on Euro Truck Simulator 2, not American Truck Simulator, but that fucking French gendarme took it like a champ. I ran his ass over and I was the one that flipped. I was the one that got hurt. And he's still standing there carrying on with his traffic stop and outside Paris or wherever the fuck we were. Yeah, nice and easy, manage our speed. This is a sharp decline we're going down. And he got a truck ahead of us going slow down this mountain as well. Take it nice and easy, keep our speed in check, try not to run down this fucking white pickup in front of us and we'll be okay. It's pretty sharp, so let's try and keep it in the 15 to 20 range while we make this turn. That's the moral of all of this story I gave you is don't fuck with the gendarme. The French don't take any bullshit from the Americans trying to drive their fucking Renaults down the road. It's kind of pissed too. That was my first truck on that save. I didn't really have a whole lot of money, and it was a lot of money to fix my truck. And I took a massive fucking loss. Yeah, it is really dark. It's late at night. We have a tighter delivery window for this job, so we have to do a night drive. And we're on the side of a mountain. It's not exactly lit up with street lights like a freeway, so. Of course, you know how Twitch and YouTube is. It's also darker on video. Like, I can kind of see the turn coming up here. I can kind of see the outline of a mountain just off to our left here. Yeah, it looks way fucking darker on YouTube than it does on, or sorry, on Twitch, but it's like, you know, YouTube, Twitch, encoding, how those things work, it's way fucking darker. It's like, I've got a little bit of visibility ahead of me, but on the fucking video, you're only gonna see my headlights, and you see like how far my headlights see. You don't see the extra like 100, 150 feet, 300 feet, whatever ahead that I can kind of see.
straight on.
Coast, let our speed hit 50, lock the cruise control like we just did, and oh yeah, that's how it would be. You only see a little ways ahead of you.
Get ready to turn left.
Yeah, I like that too. Like, even off in the distance, like hit the high beams,
Turn left.
it like really brightens up the signs in front of you. It's this part right here. This is why I would have wanted to do a day drive, because here, just a little ways down the road, is a strip of 70 that cuts into a valley between two really massive mountains. There's a little river, like really sharp cliffs with trees everywhere. It's a really beautiful chunk of road to drive on. And since that's what you see on the actual Interstate 70 in that section, they did a really good job detailing it, just like if you went to Google Maps and you looked up Interstate 70 about halfway between Grand Junction and Denver. But now that we're officially on the 70, it's going to be highway driving, at least until we hit the climb up into Denver, so we can lock our cruise control at our cap out point at 65, and we can just run the fucking yeah, like you light this up, you can see how the signs farther down the way really brighten up, like that exit sign that you couldn't see until I did that. Like with the 1.4 big lighting update, they did a phenomenal job changing how lighting and like the ambiance of, like, it makes night driving interesting. Like, well, it makes night driving more interesting when you're not streaming it. I mean, for you it's still dark as shit, but when you're doing the drive at night as the player, it looks really nice. And here's where I can kind of see the cliff faces starting. Here's where we descend into that valley I was talking about. Well, you can see a train crossing just to our left going down the tracks. That's what that strip of lights is. Yeah, when I play this next week, I might have to find a job that takes us back through this route during the daytime because it looks amazing. Get that nice little bit of reverb from a sound update as you go through the tunnel, and that's awesome. Yeah, we're gonna drop some settings after the stream for sure. It's been stuttering quite a lot on the stream. It doesn't normally do that, so clearly my settings are a little on the high side. Oh no, sorry, this is the actual valley coming up right here. at Glenwood Springs and Aspen exit over here. So this is the actual valley. Glenwood Springs is within the valley. Unbuckled? Seriously? Yep, bet your ass I'm just sitting here with the seatbelt unbuckled. I don't need no seatbelt. Change lanes since these guys are going way fucking slow because they're letting that guy in and they'll hold up traffic to let other people merge randomly. We'll just go around them, take our lane back. Just drive through here. Oh, they're empty. If I hit the high beams, you can kind of see on the side we're coming into a valley. Like just off our right side is going to be that river I was talking about. Highway's really cool. The westbound lane is actually elevated like that. I think it might be too dark for you, but we're like 10 feet above our river I was talking about right here off to our right. Oh, I always live on the edge. Badass motherfucker right here, super trucker. I can do nothing wrong. Oh yeah, I'm on the edge now. It's like a 15-foot edge at the moment, but I'm definitely on an edge. I love the sound of being in these tunnels. Alright, let's hit my 2 window keys and get those windows back up so you can hear me and not the truck. But I love the sound of being in these big tunnels. Roadwork ahead. We'll slow it down a little bit, check our speed. Yeah, they're wanting us to merge into this lane ahead of the roadwork, so we shall do just that. Nice and smooth. We got this. There we go, we're through. Come out of the valley, so letting us pick up our speed too, and we're gonna get as much speed as we can here because we're gonna have a really steep climb up to get to Denver, and we're gonna bleed off a lot of our speed. Whoa, what happened? Why'd my truck stall out? I don't know why it did that. It didn't give me an engine malfunction warning from damage or anything. The last thing I want is for this thing to stall in the dark on the freeway in a turn, about to lose speed going up a mountain. Oh, this guy's really slowing down on us. Now we're hitting this mountain and we lost like 20 miles per hour of speed trying to not hit that Jeep, so it was going to be a slower climb to begin with, but it's definitely going to be a slow climb now. We'll just lock our cruise and set our speed. We'll probably just roughly maintain this as we climb up the mountain. That's about the usual for this power on the truck. We're in change lanes. We're still going a little faster than this guy right here. I don't want to give up too much speed and have to earn it back. Clear to get back in the slow lane now. My cruise is at 60, that's the highway speed. This is just so steep that we can only do about 35 with our load on. But fine, I mean, we're still doing better than our peers around us. And we're leveling out at this tunnel and we'll pop out not far from Denver. Now we have a downhill grade I forgot about. It's actually pretty steep, so we're gonna be making generous use of our engine brakes. Right now we're coasting and we're holding almost 50 miles an hour. Steamboat Springs off to our side here. No, Steamboat Springs is a good way to the north. That exit's going to take us down a back road to eventually get to Steamboat Springs. but we're still closer to Denver than we are Steamboat Springs at the moment. Alright, here we got another steep grade to go down, so let's sit on our engine brake again. Let it coast a bit. If we get too close to 50, we'll hit the brake again. And we're just going to try and regulate our speed in the 45 range, since that's our posted speed limit. Now we're in like 35, 36, but we're slowly picking up speed again, so we'll just let it climb about 10 miles an hour and hit our brake again. It's kind of fun doing this mountain driving where you have to keep an eye on your speed and not go mad off the road or something. Leveling out, we can give it a little bit of gas for a small while. So I think we're just about done. We have our Denver exit coming up right here.
Keep right.
Trucks do 55 here, so we'll just lock our cruise at that since that's where we already are.
Keep left.
Yeah, I love nighttime driving. Right here on our left is that big plant or whatever that is that I mentioned. That's like it's actually there.
Keep
Like
right, and then exit
you
right.
can't miss that thing. So that's a real plant that they put in the game because you kind of have to see it
Exit
driving
right.
down the road. Alright, slow it down. We're at our exit. Our rail yard is just around the way. Not seeing anyone in our wide little fisheye side
Keep right,
mirror, so we're probably
and then
okay.
turn right. Turn right.
Here's the local intermodal terminal. Let's see where they want us to put it. It's off to the right somewhere. I just can't see quite yet where we're parking. There's our first barrier. There's our second barrier. Oh, I see the blinky. They want us to wedge it between two trailers over here. Which, I mean, if we have the room to make it a near side turn, I can
It's
definitely
all over now.
do that. If it's a blind side, that's going to be a challenge. Oh, we should have room to turn around though. We'll just come up under the crane right here. Use whatever space we can find to turn around. It's only if shipping containers are only about 40 feet. They're not like the 53-foot trailers that a normal fucking car would have, or normal fucking truck would have, so we have the room to play around a little bit and make this thing do what we want it to do. So let's bring it this way. Turn it around. A little bit farther. That should do it. So let's just straighten out. Now we can pull up and approach this, backing in from our near side where we have better visibility, which is definitely going to be useful in the dark like this. Low light, tight parking spot, definitely want to make this as easy as we can for us. Roll the window down because it doesn't matter, but I like to do it. How are we going to do if we back this in something like this? It's probably a little too much of a turn. Can we straighten out and save that? Keep it nice and easy. Nice and easy. I'm worried about that reefer right there. No, whoops, shit.
Let's do this.
I did not realize. I just dropped the trailer. I didn't realize I had a hotkey on the fucking thing to drop a trailer. So let's hook it back up because I didn't know I had something mapped to unhook a trailer on the wheel. Oh. This way, this way, this way, this way. Not gonna cheat. If I hit something, I hit something. So we have to do our best to not hit something. I think we almost hit something. I didn't feel it hit, but we very almost did hit something. But we're basically in our spot now, so we just gotta we just have to straighten out and pull it straight back, basically. Not the straightest park ever, I don't think. That's well, the trailer's straight enough. Trailer's straight enough. It's just the truck itself is a little crooked, so I guess that's okay. All right. There we go. There's our second job done. So the next thing we're gonna do is I need a truck for the convoy, so I'll switch over here. Oh. There you go. The event profile still has default Volume settings, I didn't fuck with that at all. Load. It doesn't matter that we're missing those. Those are mods that I had installed at one point because I was testing something for single player. I wasn't actually using the profile on multiplayer. Yeah, we need a truck for the convoy, so I think our last order of business is we gotta trick out a truck. And then, right before the convoy meetup, I'll drive it to the appropriate spot. I'll let it update because the game has been updated since the profile was last used, so it's got to update itself. Game change detected, I know. Let's see, truck manager. Oh, that's our modded truck that's gone now. Dealers. Kind of thinking we should do like an old school Peterbilt. I'm kind of thinking we should do an old school Peterbilt, so let's go to Peterbilt. Let's leave. We want to order online, then I can dictate which garage it's going to just poof magic into existence at. Buy online. Fleet configuration. Old school Peterbilt. Customize config. Shit. I don't have Viva purple on here. And I got to get on the Discord on my phone real fast and get the hex code for the appropriate purple so it matches for the no, I'm lazy. Screw it. We're not gonna do that. I don't want to fuck with that. We're gonna come out old school Kenworth. Buy online. Fleet configuration. Customize configuration. There you go. We should have Viva purple on here, right? Yeah, that's Viva purple, so we'll save that as a preset. Let's see. Bumper. Big ass bitchin' looking bull bar, cause fuck it. So we'll get a deflector. Don't know why that says Ermagerd. I'm just gonna put Damon just so you can. Doesn't matter for the convoy, but then people can look and say, "Oh yeah, that's my truck." I think we're gonna keep the fancy fucking scoop on the back though. That turbo scoop looks pretty cool. Put some lights up there without losing that. Yeah, we can. give it some lights just to make it look interesting. It's a some convoys they say stock truck, so you always have a preset that you didn't customize just in case. But this one is a free choice on truck brand and free choice on customization. It just has to have the official colors and the official paint scheme. So this is what Viva purple with that paint design looks like. So we can totally trick this out and make it look a little bit nicer if we wanted. Uh, Stick an 8 ball there. That looks kind of cool. Cup holder set. Cup of coffee. Gotta have a cup of coffee. Steering wheel. We need something cool. I'm kind of thinking too of fucking revolvers looks pretty cool. I'm thinking, 8 ball and revolver steering wheel here on the inside looks pretty nice. Guess we'll put a couple of decorations in the back just because you're not really gonna see them unless you look closely. But why not? Make this thing look like it's a little lived in, right? Yeah, that doesn't obstruct my mirror too badly there, so where are you? Oh, that's the sun visor. Hanging items. Anything else we can change real fast, make it look interesting. That's the air filter, that's for outside floor item. Oh, we'll put some shrimp and vegetable ramen on the floor, cause fuck it. Unless there's something cooler. I'm thinking ramen noodles is the way to go. Dashboard storage. Throw some sunglasses. You're not gonna see that. I probably won't even see that, but screw it. I'll stick a ball cap there too, cause why the fuck not? It's my truck. We're gonna make it look nice. Okay. Little black bowler hat, that'll work. Right, confirm. Purchase. Our route is in San Diego, so we're going to put it in San Diego. Now we want trailer manager. Do we have a yeah, we'll do the We'll move the reefer down to San Diego because that's still got Phoenix colors on it. Or sorry, it's got a Viva colors on it. The other one has Phoenix colors. So we're driver, manager, player. Relocate. We're gonna move the player, but not the truck to San Diego. So that means I'm going to take over that truck because I'm on its slot. Trailer manager. We want to hook our trailer. And let's see what our truck looks like real fast. Uh, Hang on. Oh, shit. Is my wheel not a input wizard? Controllers. Get our wheel configured. Hopefully all my hotkeys are still right. Now I don't have to fuck with those. Oh, fuck. That's why we're doing this ahead of time. I have to start assigning keys for my wheel. So engine brake is down. Left indicator is paddle switch. Right indicator is a paddle switch. Lights are with that button. Horn is with that button. Wipers are that button. Activating cruise is that button. Increase, decrease. Windows don't matter. I'm not gonna fuck with the windows on the convoy anyway. Let's see. Look left needs to be hat left. Hat switch right. Next camera is hat switch up. Did I do hat switch down for the engine brake? Yeah, I did. Uh, Hang on, circle is a reset camera. So I need to, where's the, what's interior cameras? One you have to map for that, but we'll take a quick look here and make sure the important ones are, yeah, get rid of those. Don't need them. As we do that, it's our engine brake. No, that I don't want click and hold. I want that to be toggle. Sorry, this is boring shit I probably could have done on my own time. So I apologize. I'm making you watch this. Engine brake toggle needs to be that, so then I can tap it and not have to hold down on it. wipers? Are my headlights not working? Or is it, or does this one not indicate which one it is? Oh, it indicates by flipping a little switch you can't really see in the shadows right there. That's a mean sounding truck right there. I like it already. Oh, that stack, as cool as it is, makes it a little tricky to look out the fucking window and lean back. I kind of have to rely on the mirror. Alright, I think that's good enough. We have our truck for the convoy, so E-Bag, thanks for hanging with me, brother. It's time to let you go, however. I'm gonna start shutting everything down. What time is it? 12:30, so meetup is at 2 p.m., so we depart at 2:30, so that's an meetup is in an hour and a half, so I'm gonna take a break. I'll go live a couple minutes before 2 and after I figure out where exactly we're meeting up so I can drive the truck there. And then we're gonna pick up our pick up our stream, do the convoy stream at that time. So if you want to watch me do the convoy stream, just swing by a couple minutes before 2. Hopefully I'll see you then. If not, I'll catch you next time I catch you. And thanks for hanging out with me this morning. Have a good day.